It means most of the things that that person does, he does it, or he or she does it in small scale. They love things done in small scale, and they always dwell in the little things. They don't want to grow big. They want to do things in small scale.
They can't do it to their best. They will just do, at least, nimefanya kitu. Right? So middle class are there, where they are mediocre in whatever they do, while a poor people or a poor person is poor in their field. Now the question, where are you at?
Another definition of mediocrity.
Yes.
Is somebody who does something without some level of quality.
Without level of quality. He does it in quantity but not with quality. So there are those of us who go for quantity and not quality. Kama ni chakula, you want quantity and not quality. So we have the differences, right? You know what a rich person does, you know what a middle class person does, and you know what. So the question is, where are you as a person? Because we've got to know so that you may be able to aspire to be on the other end. So where are you? Yes? Where are you? Are you a middle class, among the rich, or poor? You say poverty is only where? That's what we say. So, if you change your mind, then you are not poor. You could be rich. So where are we? Who are you? Among the three. You're rich. Wow, let's clap for this gentleman. You're rich. Someone else? Another person? Yes. Middle class. You will work on yourself so that you may attain. Wow. Let's clap for her. She has realized where she is at, and she's now aspiring to become something else, which is one of the best things anyone can do in this life. Are we together? Yes. Is there any other person maybe with something else? Now, for you to know where exactly you are, we must realize the people you walk around with. Any rich person, they get their advice from them that have gone before them. And a poor person would want to be around them that are broke even more than they are. So your class or the people you associate with will tell you the kind of a person you are. So who are your associates? Who are your associates? Imagine a pastor who is always in the club. Imagine that, a pastor who is always in the club.
Associates are people you hang around with.
Yes. So your associates will always tell the kind of a person you are. and they will always determine the kind of a person you will always become. Are we together? Yes, your associates, the people you hang around with, they will determine how far you go. So if you want to be rich, try associating yourself with rich people. Then you will become rich automatically. You will become rich because whatever is in them will rub on you, and that's how you will be able to go. Are we together? And the more you stay with them that are on the other side, you will be just like them. So what's up? Yes, so we must also look at our associates, the people we associate with, the people we spend our time with. Are they challenging you to become anything in life, or they are challenging you to be just more like them, what they are? So what's up? Yes. There is something we call value addition. And the rich people, they constantly add value to themselves. They constantly do what? Add value to themselves. Now, this place is called Kiganjo, right?
Yes.
And I want to believe that there are vibandas around here that sell tea. Do we have them?
Yes.
Now, when you go to that place to drink their tea, actually, let me say this. Tea is tea. Chai ni chai. Sindio? Chai ya Kiganjo, ndo chai ya Thika Town, ndo chai in Nairobi, ndo chai in US. And that's why it is called tea. Tea has got that very ingredients that the tea in this place has. It is the same ingredients that the tea in Kempinski, Nairobi has. Your tea, you will find water, a little bit of it. You will find, what else? What else do we have in our tea?
Yes.
Milk. What else?
Yes.
Tea leaves and sugar. Now, this lady over there, when she's making her tea, she will include all those ingredients. But she's gonna sell that tea at maybe 10 shillings or 20 bob, right? Are we together?
Yes.
When you go to Thika, the same tea, you might find it at around maybe 100 shillings, depending with the place. When you go to where we spent the night, maybe that very tea has another price, which is how much? 250? 250 shillings. Now, the same tea, when you go to Kempinski, Nairobi, it is going at 1,000 shillings. And in fact, it is not the same mug that this lady will give you at. Not this one. It's a very small
Cup.
This is a mug. Now we have a cup. When you hear a cup of tea, indeed it is a cup of tea.
There is, just to interrupt, the other day we were in an hotel with Roger, and he asked for a certain tea, yeah? In a small cup, kakikombe kadogo, hii ukana hii hata ni kubwa, circumference yake, yeah? It was like a small thing, and he paid 200, 300. Like a small thing like this, and they paid 300. They call it espresso. Espresso.
Yeah.
And I asked him, what is that? And he said it's just coffee.
Yeah.
But a strong one.
Very strong. If you're not used to it, you cannot drink it.
Me,
Yes.
I'm a nauluya yangu. I can't pay 300 for that car. Well, this one is going for 50 shillings. The only difference is what Pasi is saying. This one has got some value addition.
Amen.
In the bora chai.
You're making me sound bougie.
Value has been added to it, and that's why it is costing that much.
Yes.
And do you know something? The person that is able to afford that will never sit down there and drink that tea. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So you will always determine the price of your product. Always. cheap does not bring clients to you.
Oh, yeah.
There are some clients who will never come to wherever you are simply because you were cheap.
And that's right.
Or, being cheap will never bring some clients to you. They will never come. Simply because you are cheap. And whatever I'm telling you, I'm a victim of it. I'll give you that story. I'm a victim of it. One day, I had somebody came and told me they need a caterer. By the way, I'm a caterer. I'm a chef by profession. And I have a catering farm back in Nairobi. So there is this place called Karen. How many of you have ever heard of Karen in Nairobi? It's a posh area. That's where the mighty in Kenya lives. Are we together? So we had a job over there, and somebody comes, tells me, Oliver, there is this event that they are looking for caterers. And so I advised that you go for it. So I had to go for it. And he told me that they are giving good money. So make sure you quote well. And I looked at their menu, whatever they wanted, and I was like, this menu, where I live, I normally charge 300 shillings. How much? 300. And so going to Karen, I decided to add something on top of it. Simply because it is in Karen, and this lady has told me that they are paying well, and so I must do a good quotation. And so I added 500 on top of it, which was coming to 800 shillings. So I made my proposal, I took it over there, and other caterers had also made their quotations. And the first one, his quotation was 2,500, same menu. Remember, where I stayed, that menu costs how much? 300 shillings. But here somebody is talking of 2,500. Another person had quoted 2,000 shillings. The other person had quoted 1,800 shillings. Me, I had quoted how much? 800 shillings. Believe you me, that job, I never got it. Simply because I was so cheap. I was so cheap. So they told me, we are suspicious of the products you want to bring to us. We do not know where you're getting your ingredients from, and so we cannot give you this job. Look at this difference, 800 to 2,500. Yours, we cannot. So they took a person that quoted 2,000 shillings, a menu that costs 300 shillings. They gave it to a person who had quoted. So being cheap does not mean that you'll get that tender. The value addition. What value have you added to that product? It is tea. It is still tea. It is still tea. But how comes there is a person that is gonna check out 1,000 shillings to drink that tea when you was here? In fact, wewe na hiyo kamusi yako utakaa hapo the whole day. Nobody is coming to drink it. When people are seated somewhere drinking a tea that costs 1,000 shillings. Value addition. Make sure you add value to yourself and to your product, even as you are about to go out there to do business. Add value to yourself. Pasi said in our church that soda is soda, right? Soda is soda. When you go to that shop, that the person over there will sell it to you at how much? How much?
35.
35 shillings. When you go to the Look Hotel, Thika Town, you won't get it at 35. Why?
Value
Value has been added. The way you will be served that same soda is not the same way you will be served while here. Are we together? Value has been added to And value comes with money. It comes with a price tag. So you'll always determine the price of your product. Are we together? Always. You'll always determine the price of your product. Having had rare opportunities to interact with great people, Roger being one of them, I also learned something which I want to share with us. And this is, rich people manage their money well, while poor people mismanage their money also too well. Anytime you get money that which you had not planned for, what normally comes into your mind? Or what do you do with it? It's a question. What comes into your mind, or what do you do with the money that which you had not planned for? Yes?
Yeah, I'll squander it.
You will squander it. That's what happens to all of us. Whenever you get money that you had not planned for, number one thing you'll do with that money is to spend it. Just spend it. And we've done that. And that's why it is always good to have a plan even when you do not have money. Walk around with a plan that should I get money, this is what I want to do. Hello? Rich people, they manage their money so well, while poor people, they mismanage their money also too well. So, where are you? What have you been doing with your money? Elijah